I would like to introduce our Filtered Coach. Filtered Coach is a generative AI powered coach to help you develop your skills, develop your career, and use Filtered to find content that will help you in those goals. The great thing about Filtered Coach is that it is hooked into my learning ecosystem. In this case, I'm using Degreed as an LXP, and it can communicate with Degreed to find information about me, my skills, and any learning that I need to do. Of course, it is not restricted to Degreed. It can hook into any system, any LXP, talent marketplace, anything like that. I would like to take you through the use cases and the capabilities of Filtered Coach to show you how it can be a really powerful tool for learners to advance in their career and their skills development. So what can Filtered Coach do? Well, it's laid out here. It can help us manage our skills within our learning ecosystem. It can help us manage our career goals and give us guidance on how to achieve those goals. It can work like a coach for a specific problem that you're having and help you solve it with content recommendations and advice. And it can assess your proficiency level in skills to give you more targeted, relevant recommendations in future. And all of this hooks into your learning ecosystem to make sure that all the information in the right places is updated via the chat. So I hope you enjoy this demonstration. Let's get started. Now let's explore how we can manage our skills in our learning ecosystem using this interface. So first of all, what are my skills? So these are the skills I have in my profile, as well as their proficiency levels. They're from 1 to 8, which is the Degreed scale. And if I go into my Degreed profile, you can see these are indeed my skills with these proficiency levels. And if I want to add a new skill, it's as simple as I would like to add software testing to my skills profile, intermediate. And there we have it. We have made a change in our learning ecosystem. If I go into my Degreed profile now and refresh this page, we should see software testing. There it is at proficiency level 5. From here, I can go on to add content about this. I can do a skills assessment to confirm my proficiency level, or I can just get general advice as to how this skill fits into my overall career plan. And speaking of career plans, what if I want to make a career goal? So I'll say, I would like to become a data scientist. You'll remember that in my profile, I'm currently a data analyst, so we'll see what it suggests for me. Okay, so it's given me some pointers. In order to become a data scientist, it thinks I need to up my proficiency level in a few skills. I need to add new skills. And it's asking me here, would I like to create this goal? So I will say, yes, please create it. So it's created that goal for me. And now if I go into, again, my Degreed profile, I find my plans area. Here we have my new goal. Transition to data scientist role with all the skills I need to achieve that goal, with my current proficiencies and with my target proficiencies. The last thing to do is please add all the new skills to my profile at beginner level. And there we are. We've added machine learning and big data technologies to my skill profile. So now I have 9 skills in my profile in all. And using these career goals, current proficiencies and target proficiencies, the coach can suggest to me what skills I might want to focus on and what I might want to learn. And here is where I would like to highlight where Filtered comes in. We can combine this Filtered Coach with our Filtered Search. So please find me some learning. Okay, it's decided we should focus on statistical analysis due to a big skills gap in my current proficiency to my target proficiency, and it's found me some statistical analysis for data scientists resources. So you can see this can help us set up a career goal, suggesting skills and proficiencies that we need to achieve that goal, assess where we have gaps in our proficiencies and our targets, and then use Filtered to find resources in your learning libraries that will help us fill those gaps and achieve those goals. Next, I would like to demonstrate how we can use Filtered Coach coupled with Filtered Search to get you hyper specific content recommendations for situations that you might find yourself in. So let's start with, there are 2 members of my team that do not get along. Okay, so what we have here is some content recommendations for resources around conflict resolution in teams. In this case, it's actually geared towards me as a data analyst. We also have some general advice to use to help us with this situation. It's worth noting that all these links are real links, they're not hallucinations. If I click on these, they will take me to where that learning resource sits in my ecosystem. Filtered Coach uses information it knows about you to form the search term that it passes to Filtered. Filtered has a very, very good search. It's able to handle very nuanced search terms and search phrases. So let's say I'm trying to set up a design of experiment for an A/B test. Again, it's used information about me. In the search term, it's included things like I'm interested in data science and I'm beginner to intermediate in these areas. So let's see what it's suggested for us. So first of all, it's giving us some general advice around how to set up a design experiment for an A/B test. And then it's got those learning resources returned from the filtered search. And you can see we've got some basics courses in here and overall some very good recommendations. So you can see we've got the power of generative AI to coach you and break down situations and problems that you might have. And once we've got that, we can then use Filtered to really make sure that we get the right learning content to you for that situation. Now I would like to show you how, once we have our skills and our skills defined, maybe we have done some extra learning using resources found for us by the Filtered Coach. And now I would like to assess my skills, see if I've got better at that. So I'm going to take you through that case now. So we're going to use case 4, skill assessment here. I would like to do a skill assessment in data visualization. So what we're going to do now is the coach is going to ask us a series of questions. I've pre-recorded this one because I've typed out some quite long form answers. I didn't think you'd want to sit through that. And then at the end, it will assess our current level and we can update that in our systems. So here we go. My data visualization is currently rated 1 out of 8. So here's some questions. They are questions appropriate for the current level and the next level up in the proficiency. So we can see here, can you explain the differences between various types of charts? Can you describe a practical project that you've done? And then how do you have overall approach for a specific situation? So I've answered each of these questions and then it has given me some feedback. So it's given me 3 pieces of specific feedback and then a recommendation. So based on my answers, it thinks I should up my skill level to 3 out of 8 instead of 1 out of 8. And the crucial part is here, would you like me to update your skill level for data visualization? So I have said, yes, can you please update my visualization level? And then as with all the other functions, it then goes into my learning ecosystem. I can go into this plan, which is where the skill is from. And we have an updated proficiency based on that assessment that was done in the Filtered Coach. It then shows us some next steps. After all, I do have a target level of 6, which I'm not yet at. So it now gives me some practical areas that I can look at to up that proficiency even more. So that is the Filtered AI Coach. What you've seen is we can link the Filtered Coach to your learning ecosystem to use information that is in those systems like your LXPs, your talent marketplaces, your LMSs, and then we can write information back, or whether that's managing skills, managing courses that we've completed, and then using all of that information to make this conversation hyper personalized. We can set up career goals and we can work towards those career goals on a skill first basis. We can use it to help us break down and solve problems with learning resource recommendations from Filtered Search. The result is a very powerful tool backed up by a very powerful search that can really help people develop in their skills and in their career growth.